Right, hi guys. So he did not make it to Guildford this morning. I stopped off at a petrol station on the route down the A12 to get some cash out for the show, and when I did so I found that the expenditure bottle had got absolutely bonkers, so I spent about half hour there cooling it back down, sorting the system out. I thought, okay, I'll try and get to Thurrock Services, see how we get on. In the about 5-6 miles between the two, it did the same again. So I spent a load of time at the Thurrock Services literally just checking everything like ignition timing, carburation, making sure there wasn't reason for it to be running hot for any silly reasons, and couldn't find anything. So what I've done is I basically nursed it as slow as I nursed it as it wanted to be driven to my mate's house in Hadley, and spent the day with him, just doing car stuff as we usually do. But it's something I really want to show you. Now, this guy, he's a few years younger than me. I met him about, I think, two and a half years ago now. When I met him, he couldn't even drive. I think he was only about 15 at the time, and he's got a 1955 oval bug in the garage, and he's had that car since he was 13 years old. I think he's now 18, because yeah, he's 18. I think he was 18 in December. But in the time he couldn't drive the car, he occupied himself learning a particular trade, which he only does as a hobby as far as I'm aware. But let me show you this. So normally you're going to see a Renault 10 that looks a bit shabby because it's been in the garage, been worked on constantly, and is really cleaned. I know we've got a little spray bottle of multi-surface cleaner because I don't really want to take jet wash this one, because it's just that little bit more old, a bit more delicate than my newer car. So he's gone over the entire thing with his complete auto finesse range that he has for his bug, and I could never understand how he could spend a week just cleaning his bug up with it sat in the garage. I now know, because it took him about 4 hours to do this car. He's gone over the entire thing. There's still tiny little bits that aren't going to come off because it's what's ending up on the car for overspray and stuff like that. But look at the shine on it. That's the worst side to show you, actually, saying that. I'll try and show on this side. The shine on it is absolutely phenomenal. The bonnet is actually now blinding when it comes to sunshine. It's ridiculous. And the roof is, again, perfect, damn good, perfect reflection. And then obviously the hood as well, it's been brought up. It's cleaned all this up. The Renault badge now really shines, which is absolutely phenomenal. I'm really happy. Look at that. Really refined, and it just looks absolutely stunning. And he went, he did the chrome bumps as well. He's as well as polishing it, he's put a nice layer of wax over it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And he's even gone over the wheels, let's say the badges. There's a bit of trim that I need to get some clips for, but he's done an absolutely stunning job. There's no doubt about it at all. There's no other description I can tell you. I think you'll agree. It is shining like a new penny. It looks an absolute beauty. I need to do a bit of hoovering on the inside now, because I've had the dog with me today and he's been going absolutely bonkers as per usual. So he's covered the interior in some lovely dog fur. So but yeah, my mate's done an absolutely tremendous job, and honestly mate, thanks, because I never would have got round to doing that, because I haven't got the patience for all the work really. And the other thing, look at this, put a bit of tyre shine on. So if we come out to say about here, look at it, absolutely stunning. And we then went down Southend Seafront to find every single place I could park with the sea in the background, just to get some lovely shots of it, because why not? And thanks to someone on one of the forums, I had a I've actually managed to do a little bit of adjustment on the engine as well. And basically, because it's a Renault 12 engine in a Renault 10, the 12 engine, you'd normally be able to see the markings at the bell housing end to time it up. On the 10s, they've got, because you can't physically get to the bell housing because of the poor access, you've got the head and then you've got the panel in front of the fuel tank, so it's virtually impossible to see it. And there's basically a little marking on the timing cover which I wasn't actually aware of until my mate pointed it out, and I thought, well, 12 engine won't have it. And I had a closer look today, and all of a sudden I actually found it. It turned out that when I was at Thurrock and I was twisting things around, just fiddling with it all, just to absolutely make sure it was just as it was supposed to be, I'd actually managed to get it right on the timing just with my ears, which is, I think, pretty impressive really. And I generally do it by, you can either retard it until it hesitates and then you back it off advanced a bit more, because obviously then it's not too retarded, or the other way is advance it and then back it off after you've and then when you've advanced it all the way and the engine's at the most speed it will go, back it off retarded a little bit. On this occasion it was the opposite way round that it preferred, and yeah, it's running absolutely sweet as an out. I gave a little carburetor a little tweak at the mates as well. I think you'll agree, might not be cooling very well, but it's running an absolute treat. Absolutely gorgeous, ticks over like a little old watch. And I did have to today, because I was at the mates that long, it was nice and cold, and I've added the exhaust paste I bought yesterday, well, the silicone sealant that's the high temperature stuff onto the exhaust, so now that isn't blowing at all and it sounds blissful. So yeah, didn't get to a car show but started a damn good day out, so can't say fair on that. So yeah, I'm going to strip the system back down again, possibly even take the matrix off. I'm going to get to the bottom of the problem one way or another. You can count on that much, because I'm not going to be beaten. there's a logical explanation, and I'm going to find it. So stay tuned, subscribe to YouTube, follow Instagram, and I really look forward to finding what the problem is and solving it. So stay tuned. Till then, see you later.